What is up, guys? It is your boy, MaineMania, and welcome back to another episode of MK Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two boss fights to record today. I had to sit here and debate which one I want to do first because one of them is the Fatal Shirai Ryu Tower Battle 200. The Fatal 200. And that one is a doozy. But I ain't got no time for that right now. I don't got time for that. I don't mean to be stressed out. We're going to start off with Nightmare 100 and start things off easy. All right. I've had an extremely stressful day, extremely stressful week, and I am so stressed out, y'all. Y'all don't have any other. You just can you tell? Can you tell? It's a very stressful time for your boy right now, but we trying to truck through. Today we're rocking with a different team. All right, I want to see if Joker can have an effect in a boss fight. Although this isn't the hardest boss fight, you know, he's still not maxed out, and I also want to play some Undead Johnny. So we're gonna use Cyrax as our support. We're gonna give some backup equipment to Joker. Cyrax is gonna get some support equipment, and Johnny's gonna get our main damage gear. Okay. Looking to make this a nice and easy one, but I've been wanting to use Johnny in these towers, and I haven't played Johnny in a while. But I also want to see what Joker's cards, what kind of impact Joker's cards have. So the Venom deck, the time's not running, right? Good. So the Venom deck gives them a chance to miss, so that's kind of like blind. They're not going to be damaged by poison, most likely. The Buzzer deck is going to drain their power and cause electrical damage. I wonder how that's going to work with Soaked. And the Grinning deck is going to disable specials, equipment, and has a chance to disable equipment. So, we're going to start things off with the Grinning deck. Ooh. Oh, that's not bad. That damage is actually pretty good. Alright, Joker. Oh, you little shit. I'm going to use what? Oh, no. No, no, no. Alright, we're going to do that and get out. I don't trust him. Plus, he's immune to crits. I'm not messing with you right now. Get him out. You're ruining the show. Get the hell out of here. Hellspawn. No, 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 no. Don't tag out. Okay. All right, Joker, do something. No. Oh, God. We'll do this. All right. Let's see what the boy can do. Let's go, Johnny. Let's power drain noob. Impressive. I didn't want this. I did not want this. But it's all good. That should be light work. Alright, we're gonna try to... No one saw that. We're gonna try to give the rest to Joker with 1 HP. 1 HP Joker, y'all. Ah! And there we go. 1 HP Joker with one shot Johnny. I wanted to give it a shot. You know what the funny thing is? I thought I had the Champion's Leather Bracers on Joker and he was gonna heal upon tagging, and I completely forgot. Wrong tower, main. Wrong tower. I was so used to playing them in the Shirai Ryu tower. I'm like, why isn't Joker healing? For a minute in the middle of the fight, I went brain dead for a quick second, and I'm like, why is he not healing? Like, did I put the wrong equipment on? Then like it just dawned on me, like, main, that's the Shirai Ryu tower. I was just doing battles in the Shirai Ryu tower. So that's why I'm just kind of like, well, why wasn't it registering? But listen, man, we all have those moments. Ladies and gentlemen, Fatal 100 of the Nightmare Tower. We recently broke the Fatal 100 and Normal 200 streak. And I would like to start a brand new streak of me not getting sellbacks. So, y'all know what to do, man. Cross your fingers for your boy. And the streak ends. Our streak stops at 1. knew it was coming. Can we just be honest? We knew what the hell was coming, y'all. We don't have the best luck with this tower. We've got a pretty solid week in the crypt. I'm behind on runs because I've had a very stressful week at work. This was my very last week of training for the new role. If you guys did not know, or if you guys don't remember, I got promoted in August and I've been in training ever since. So it's been really hectic at work. I'm actually surprised I've been able to keep up with videos and get these edits out. But thankfully, I bought this new mic. I bought this new mic arm. I bought new equipment that really helps me out and really keeps the editing down to a minimum. Editing has been a breeze compared to what it is in the past. I'm also very happy with the quality. Is it perfect? No. Can it still be better? Yes. Am I still learning and trying to make it better? Absolutely. But I'm very happy with the upgrade, and I'm very happy with the amount of work it is saving me when I'm putting these episodes out. So can't be more thankful for that. Like I said, man, you know, it's not really the most exciting time. The Nightmare Tower is going away. You know, I have been trying to make a case for them to bring back the Tower of Horror, but something tells me that they've already got their minds made up and plans set for at least the next 3 to 6 months out in regards to what towers are on deck and what towers are coming next. I know what tower I want to come next. I've been vocal about that. But as far as what I think is coming next, I honestly do think it's going to be the White Lotus Tower. I think the White Lotus Tower is going to come. And I think the Black Dragon Tower and the Cold War Tower are probably on deck. Just going off of my hunches, I ain't got no information. I'm not one of those people that be trying to go through the source code and go through the game code and all that. I don't do none of that stuff. Like I'm just straight up legit and just going by my flow. So don't take that for anything but with a grain of salt. I'm just feeling like those towers are due for another run. I do appreciate that they've been updating the rewards in the towers and kind of reworking some things. I do appreciate that they made an attempt to rework the equipment from the fatal Shirai Ryu Tower. Well, Shirai Ryu Tower in general. I appreciate that they analyzed the equipment and made an attempt to correct some of the issues. I just think they missed the mark. I think they did not address the problematic aspects of those equipment pieces. I don't think they addressed the parts of the equipment pieces that are completely uncounterable and can be devastating to a player that has no defense against certain things. But I appreciate that they tried. And hopefully, when they see that it didn't work, hopefully they will revisit some of those changes and tweak them a little bit more to get them right. Once again, I think some of the pieces were fine before, but I think in the current state, I feel like there was a mess on the floor, so they put a rug over it, and then they spilled red juice all over the rug. That's what I feel like they did with the equipment reworks for the Shirai Ryu Tower. It's like there was a mess on the floor. Instead of cleaning the mess, they put a rug over it, right? And then they spilled some red juice in the same spot. So now you still got a dirty rug, and you still got a mess underneath it. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of what happened there. But it is still encouraging that they made an attempt to rework equipment and look into them. So let's see what happens next. You know, that really does make you wonder about the next tower and if it's going to come with more equipment changes. I've been seeing a lot of the whales and a lot of the pay-to-win players upset and complaining about the equipment piece changes because in their minds, they spent a shitload of money, hundreds of dollars, maxing out those pieces for those effects at the time. So they're not happy that they threw all this money into this gear that is no longer what they paid for. Now, I can understand I can understand them being upset about it, but at the same time, nobody told you to do that, right? Trying to be fair here. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody told you to go throw all this money into this gear. You kind of made that decision. This is a game where You know, balance can change over time. So you do also have to understand that even though you spent money on packs for specific gear, it doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case. You know, if we really look at the history of this game, and we look at a lot of the diamonds in this game, a lot of the current diamonds in this game used to be golds. You know what I'm saying? They used to be golds. And what happened when they made that major update and they ascended like 20 to 25 different gold characters into diamonds? Do you know what I'm saying? So things can change, and we've seen it throughout the history of the game. So, I mean, if you make the decision to throw money into one character or one piece of gear because you want it maxed out that bad, you know, enjoy it while you can, but understand that it can change. The character themselves can change. You know, some characters can change. Just because you spent money on it doesn't make an exception for you. There's other people that grinded their ass off to get that character or get that gear or whatever. They played non-stop. They grinded. They opened up the same pack a million times, got 100 million sellbacks to finally get that maxed out character, and then the character changes. So just because you put money into it, it doesn't make it any different for you. You got to think about it from that perspective as well. Their time is just as valuable, if not more, than your money that you threw into the game. You know, I'm sure that's not the developer's perspective, but it is something to think about nonetheless. So I have been seeing a lot of the whales upset about some of the gear changes, but at the same time, respectfully, nobody told them to whale out for that equipment. You know, you got a chance to enjoy it while it lasted, and you know, sometimes you just have to be happy with that, because if we know anything about MK Mobile, nothing lasts forever. If we know anything about this game, yo, they be changing so much stuff. 1 second, this character's broken. The next second, this is broken. Weak point attack still ain't working. It's messing up with my boss fights and my flow and Injustice 2 rating. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be changes. And you just have to be ready to go with the flow. You know, be like the ocean, man. Just go with the flow. But ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to wrap up here. Nightmare 200 is coming up next. I do believe we have enough time to get one more 200 in and possibly one more 100 in. Not 100% sure. We are in the last week, but I do believe we'll be able to get one more 200 and one more 100 of the Nightmare Tower before it goes away, and then we can finally relax and just focus on one tower. Normal and fatal, but still one tower, one set of gear, and just less chaos. I like peace. I just want peace in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, you enjoyed today's episode. As always, make sure you leave a like to show your boy some love. If you want to show extra love, you can do so with the join button or the thanks button. Subscribe if you're new. I do have a surprise coming up for Fatal 200. And y'all will have to stay tuned to find out. Until next time with MaineMania.